Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Matchday Preview. Game number 12, away game against Crawley Town. Headed down to West Sussex to an away game. It's going to be a tough one. As you can see in the thumbnail, Palmer is injured, so there's going to have to be some changes. But yeah, we got an away match at Crawley Town at Broadfield Stadium is going to be jumping. It's going to be jumping. So let's get right into it and let's have a little conversation about what we think is going to happen. Yeah, with Paul Palmer out, unfortunately, it's going to have to be some changes up front. I think I have an idea who it's going to be. Hopefully, we'll go that route. But let's start off. Let's get a little stat. So Crawley Town is in 5th place. They have 20 points. They are one of the 4 teams in the league that have 20 points right now. They're tied with Wimbledon, Crewe Alexandra, and Stockport. My cat is making noises. The only thing is they have a goal difference of 1, which makes them drop down a bit. Obviously, they're 5th. Wrexham are going into the game with 17 points. We had 2 draws on the bounce. Want to break that draw streak. We want to recover and start getting some W's on the board and start putting some points. I think this is a very crucial match, especially going away. It's not going to be easy going to Broadfield Stadium. It's going to be sold out, like I said earlier. So the traveling support looks like we sold 1,346 seats for the game, for the away match. So it's going to be jumping, and the rest of the stadium is going to be packed. So we got to show up. So this is a crucial match going into it. Like I said, we're 17th. We're out of the playoff place right now, but it's a long season with only the match day 12 for the EFL League 2. So breaking it down a little bit, as I mentioned, Crawley Town have 20 points. They came off a loss, 2-0 loss to Doncaster Rovers. Listening to their manager talk about the game, he, thought that they had some hard done penalty give against them. So they're obviously going to come out swinging. And before their loss in midweek against Doncaster, they won 4. They won 4 on the trot. So they're no slouch. We got to go in there, and I think we need to be aggressive, go on the front foot. And yes, I understand it's an away match and you want to be cognizant of where you are and not losing the game. You don't want to go away to Broadfield and lose the game, but I feel it's crucial for us to break this away streak and start getting some consistency, especially with Mullin back, although yes, Palmer's out. But I feel like this is a very crucial game to start getting that confidence back. So going into the game, let's see. So here's my predicted lineup. What I think is going to happen here. I think that he's going to go with Arthur Okonkwo in the back. I thought he's done a really great job. He's had two clean sheets. Arsenal. He's on loan from Arsenal. I think he's done really well for a young kid going in there, League 2. I thought he's done really, really well. He's got a great presence. He's a lean-bodied, long arms on him. I really like him a lot, and he's displaced Mark Howard, who's technically done nothing wrong, and obviously Foz is gone, but giving the young Okonkwo a chance to spread his wings, so to speak, and play well. I think it's great. I really like him. So I'm going to start with him at the back. That's what I think. I think Aaron Hayden will maintain his place at right center back. He's started the last 4 games of the season, and I do like him. I think he's brings energy, and yes, he was injured for a little bit, but I think he's pulling himself into form as well. So, but I think he's obviously solidifying that place in the right center back, and I think that's a great spot for him. And his partnership with the next guy in the middle there is going to be Ben Tozer. I think Ben Tozer has done really well. I know I criticized him a couple games ago because I thought maybe he would drop him. I thought he looked a little slow off the pace, but with maybe the partnership of Aaron Hayden coming back, sitting next to him, I think that he's is becoming solid. And questioning myself what I was watching. To say that maybe we'll drop him. No, he's solid. He's got the Tozer thrower. He's in there. Tozer thrower. So I'm going to partner him with Tozer. And he actually hasn't missed a single match. So I really want to see him and Hayden. And then on the left side of center back, I'm going to put Thomas O'Connor there. Thomas O'Connor, 24 years old. He's young, but he made 29 appearances last campaign, and I think he might be coming into his own. I prefer Boyle, but I think he might go with O'Connor. Just maybe that partnership between him and between him and Tozer could be better, especially if they're playing. He's playing on the left side because if we're going to put McLean out there, that's going to come up next. That's what I think is going to happen. If you can put McLean out there, maybe that partnership between O'Connor and McLean is better than Boyle and McLean. So okay, so yeah, right mid because Barnett's going to be out. We're going to put Jacob Mendy there. I like Mendy, the 26-year-old. He earned a start against Manfield Tuesday. So I think that he didn't do anything, didn't put a foot wrong. And yes, Barnett is out, so put him out there on the right mid, getting up and down that right side. I'd like to see him get some crosses in as well, get the crosses into the box. And obviously Palmer's not there to get a head on it, so who else could be in there? We'll talk about that in a minute. As I mentioned earlier, on the left mid, cutting up and down that left side is going to be James McLean. I like James McLean. He's a really solid professional. I think he's come in and hasn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion. But with that 3-back formation, I think that him coming up and down the sides on that left side, I think he's playing really well, especially when our midfield is on point. And we're going to talk about the midfield now. So I think going in, we're going to put James Jones in there. James Jones to start. James Jones, I really, I like him. I like his in the mid 3 there. But he might get back-to-back starting roles here, and I think that's a good significance there. That if he comes in and Parkinson's starting to trust him, so maybe he'll start James Jones next to George Evans. Yeah, George Evans just brought him in from Millwall. He's been building his fitness up and getting back to full fitness, and his minutes have been increasing, and solid professional, especially coming down from Millwall to League Two. And hopefully he gets a start when we put him next to Elliot Lee, talisman. And this is where it comes for me. I feel like Elliot Lee has to have a good game. Not that he hasn't played poorly, but he has to have a good game. Yeah, he's got 7 goals, 2 assists in the opening 11 games, but I really want to see him flourish and get forward a little bit more and work off of that front line. And maybe I'd like to see him score a goal. I really feel like before Mullin came back, he was the player of the season, and at this point, he probably still is the player of the season. But I want to see him continue. He's a great professional, 28 years old, and I feel like he'd be pivotal to cover every blade of grass and maybe get us going forward a little bit too. And I want us to press a little bit more. Yes, we're away from the race course, but I think we got to press up front a little bit. And we got to not sit back. So I think here's going to be the change because Palmer is out. I think Stephen Fletcher has to get the start. He's hopefully he's full fit. He's 36 years old, but with Palmer out, we got to make some decisions. And I think for me, I'm going to start Stephen Fletcher. I thought he earned it just for his header alone with the draw over in the midweek. So let's put Stephen Fletcher in there. He's 36, and I think partnering him up with obviously the main man, Super Paul Mullin. Paul Mullin getting back to fitness with those 2 goals. I think he's after coming back from his injury with his lung, I think he's getting back up there. The guy is so class. He's on hold, possibly to go for the Welsh team, international Welsh team. So, just watching him is a breath of fresh air, and partnering him up with Fletcher. If Fletcher can't make the full 90, maybe he does 60. I don't see him playing 45. If he does, he does. And but I'd like to see him start up front with Mullin and see what they can do up front. Now, this is the second time I've done this preview because I did one about an hour ago, and then I saw that Ollie Palmer was out, so I had to make some adjustments. So I was hoping that Palmer can hold the ball up for Mullin as he has been, and he's been fantastic at doing that and allowing Mullin to run the channel. So hopefully Fletcher's hold up game is just as good as Palmer's, and we can get them going through. We can get Mullin going through the channels instead of throwing the ball over the top a little bit. Some long goals. But I'd like to see the midfield get involved. But 3 keys. I want to press up front. I want to control that back line with the back 3. I want to have McLean getting up and down that left side, putting balls in. I want Mendy to get up and down that right side and put balls in, and I want Elliot Lee to press up front. And I want the press in the middle and control that midfield. And I want Mullin to run the channels and Fletcher to hold that ball up. So if we can do that, I think we look pretty solid. A couple more stats going into the game. So You see here. So Crawley Town's home record. Their home record at Broadfield Stadium. So they're 5-0-1. 5-0-1 at home. That's 15 points. Yes, the goal difference is only one, but 5-0-1 at home. I mean, they're confident, and coming off a loss midweek, they're going to be ready for this. So we need to match their aggression. We need to come out fighting as we always do. But we've been getting behind. I want us to come out and score first. Let's score first. Let's get some confidence up. But I think we can get at the defenders, their defenders, and score first. But 5-0-1 at home, it's going to be a tough game. We are traveling well with 1,346 sold tickets for the match. So get behind the team, start out on the front foot, and let's show them who we are. And this could be the statement game. Yeah, that we've been drawing. Yeah, we have 2 on the trot. We're drawing with Palmer out. It's not great, but let's go out and get 3 points. Let's go away from home, get out, and get 3 points. Parkinson knows what he's doing. I think this is going to be a game that the show that we can go out and really battle. So we're watching the game tomorrow. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff GMT. It's going to be 7 a.m. here on Pacific Standard Time. So we'll be up early for the match. Be watching it on iFollow. I don't know if you can. It's 3 o'clock kickoff. So I'm wondering if in the UK they can't watch the game. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So I think there's going to be audio only, but if you can get to the match, that's awesome. Enjoy it, and that is your preview for the game with Crawley Town and Wrexham AFC. We'll be there tomorrow for the match reaction. All right, have a great Friday.